What is your favourite physical activity? Can you close your eyes and raise your eyebrows? Yes. I'd call my friends and go, what the hell did I do? Did I kill someone last night? Can you let me know, please? Hey guys, and welcome to the first video on my YouTube channel. For those who don't have a clue what this is, this is a get to know me tag. So basically I asked a lot of people on my Snapchat to send in a few questions of what they wanted to ask me, made sure it was kept PG because little Christian girl that I am. Bullshit. And we're just going to go through and answer a ton of them. I've thrown a few in from the internet as well, and just going to try and keep it interesting because frankly this could be pretty boring. But we're going to see what we can do with it and give it a good shot. So I've made a note of all the questions on my poker pad, and there is a hair in my poker pad. That is disgusting. My poker pad, and we're just going to go through and answer a load of them. So question 1, what is your full name? So my full name is Carina Josephine Walker. The Josephine is my mum's name, and that's about it. Next one, how old are you and when is your birthday? So I was born on the 4th of April 2002, so I am 18 years old. Where are you from? I am from a place called Andover in Hampshire. It's in south of England. It's an alright town, I suppose. Cute little town. Do you have any siblings? I have a little brother. He is just turned 12. He has just turned 12. Yeah, he's pretty annoying, can't lie. Which of your parents are you closest to? I'm closer to my dad. I live with my dad full time. My mum and dad are split up, and I don't have anything to do with my mother, sadly.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
But that's life, isn't it? So what are your favourite things about yourself? So favourite things about myself, I think the fact that I look out for others and I work really hard and just try and make other people feel better, I suppose. Just having a good influence, I suppose. What made you want to start a YouTube from Orlando? So that was sent in. So what made me want to start a YouTube channel was the fact that I did daily updates for about 30 people on my Snapchat, and then I had a massive growth in my Snapchat to 1,000 plus people, which was great. It was surprising, but it meant that my story, which was just a small little thing, turned about 200 people watching it, and I was like, this is all well and good, but they're only a minute videos and you can't really get a lot from it, and I wanted to impact more people and wanted to help more people out. So I thought, why not? It'll be something different to do. Plus I'm gonna probably be having a lot more free time this year than last year, and I've always been curious on doing this, so thought I'd actually give it a shot. Plus it's good for me to laugh at myself in the future. This video is probably just gonna have a load of us taking the piss out of me later on, so it's all right. What's your plans for the future? So at the moment my plans are very much split between two options. One option is me going to uni for 6 years and studying to become an equine veterinarian. People who don't know what that is a horse vet. And the other one is me going to do a business with equine course, which is 3-4 years, and then opening up a horse transporting business instead. Bit different, complete opposites, but I don't know which I'm going for yet. We're going to see how the next year goes. What is your biggest accomplishment? I think just picking myself up when things have been really rough, because my childhood was pretty rocky, but I made sure my grades stayed up because I had my big aspirations. I feel like overcoming everything that my mum put me through and everything else in my life, I feel like that is a big part of it. Plus I'll happily do a story time on that, but that isn't for this video. What is your biggest regret? I feel as though my biggest regret is letting people get to me and you know, overcoming that now, but like my biggest regret was letting them affect me as much as they did, because that definitely had an impact on my life, and it was hard, frankly. Hello.
Few moments later.
Sorry about that. Right, I'm back. What inspires you? I think the thing that inspires me the most is my friends. They really pick me up when I feel low, and just to watch them accomplish so many different things, and they're all so different, and just be able to watch everyone, and I think they really inspire me, and like they've helped me feel much better about myself as well. So love you guys. What has required the most courage of you in your life so far? I think, to be honest, I think it was just sitting here, which is recently, just saying, this is what I want. Not something you want me to be, not something that you're forcing me to be. Becoming 18 and before the world turned a bit crazy, because obviously we're not allowed to mention it. I was trying to impress everyone. I wasn't doing what I enjoyed with my life. I was putting myself through hell, basically, and it was for the end goal, of course, but I don't think I really had sat there and gone, what do I enjoy? I was trying to impress everyone. So I think that, just saying, no, I'm gonna do what makes me happy, not what you want me to be. I feel as though, because that was always such a big issue of mine, I feel like now I can definitely sit here and say that I'm happier. What is your favourite physical activity?
Boner alert.
Let's say sport. My favourite sport, I don't exactly have one. I used to be a lot more sporty than I am now. I'm getting back into the horse riding, because I have 2 horses and I absolutely adore them, but I've basically had to turn away from it because of everything else going on in my life. And I think I'm getting back into that, and I've also got my dance and my running, and I'm just getting all back into it, and I'm definitely happier because of it. So my favourite, I'd have to say, is, I don't know, I feel as though horse riding, because I've literally grown up doing it. I think I can't really wait to get back into that and be happy doing it again. What's your plans for the next year? So my plans for the next year are pretty all over the place right now, mainly because I don't actually know. I have a college meeting this afternoon about what I'm doing next year, because the initial plan was me to take a gap year, but because of the way the results came out with the A-levels, I'm having to retake one of my grades. So the plan, the hope, is that I retake my chemistry second year and take it again whenever they sit them next year. And I'm going to take a year of drama and dance, because I absolutely miss doing them so much from secondary, and they were definitely like things that made me happier, instead of me putting myself through hell for a third year of me trying to be academic. What is your favourite quote? One moment.
12 seconds later.
Right, my favourite quote of all time, I found this at a Christmas market, and I don't know how it's going to reflect on her, so I'm apologising, but it always seems impossible until it is done. I feel as though this quote suits everything in my life. I remember looking back on it and going, this is me overcoming everything. And so this quote, for definite, is so meaningful to me, and I feel as though it gives me a lot of determination and drive to succeed. What is your favourite season? Spring. All the babies, they're so cute, like the little foals and the lambs, and just spring, and all, like, it's coming out of such a horrible winter usually, because I assure you that every single equestrian or person that's horses basically doesn't like winter. It's cold, it's wet, it's windy, it's horrible, right? And so that, like, coming into spring, sure, there's like April showers, but like my birthday's in it, and it's all just new life. Oh, I just love it. It's so pretty. Spring. What is your favorite subject? So this is a hard one. My favorite secondary school subject, I have to say, was either music or music or drama, because like it really let me be creative, and it had a lot of my passions in it. But because of like college, I only took 3 subjects, so that would have to be maths. I had my close friends in it, and it was like really, really fun, and frankly I was good at it. I got decent grades. For those who don't know what I got an A in maths, an A in further maths, and a C in chemistry. As you can tell, I am retaking the chemistry. There is no way I'm walking out of that horrible subject with that grade. I'm sorry, it's not happening. I will put myself through hell for another year to do that. Right. What is your favourite film? My favourite film, I'd have to say, is I really loved the Deadpool films. Things like that, I feel as though they were like had a bit of comedy in them, as well as it was all like action. I really like films like that. But also I watched After from Netflix the other day, and that was the cutest thing. Like, I loved that film. And I watched Venom last night. Also really, really good. So really, I don't really have a favourite film. I hardly ever watch films, but definitely good. What is your favorite food and drink? Ooh, favorite drink has to be smoothies, like fruit related, anything like that. Absolutely love them. Favorite food, I don't know. I really don't. Again, probably just some fruit, something healthy. I don't really go for the fast food sort of stuff. I feel as though I had it a lot as a child, and now I look back and like I avoid McDonald's. But I did have McDonald's last night, but like I don't normally have it. So we'll go with that. Do you have any fears? Yeah. So I am really scared of spiders. Like, I'm fine with the small little ones, but like the bigger ones, I literally like cannot cope. I'm getting better, but God, they're so scary. I'm iffy on heights. Some days I'm fine, some days I'm not. But like, I have a bit of a fear of heights. And I think another fear is just like losing the people who mean the most to me. I think a lot of people can relate to that. Just like losing the people, and like my 2 horses, like losing them. I think like they're very much a lifeline, and I don't know where I'd be without them, I'm gonna be honest. Are you high maintenance? Who isn't? Let's face it, who isn't high maintenance these days? Obviously everyone likes to think they aren't, but I feel as though everyone's high maintenance in their own ways, and yeah. Are you more likely to avoid conflict or engage it head on? I feel as though I don't normally. This is a complicated one, because I don't believe in physical like fighting. I think it's unnecessary. I think everyone can kind of talk it out and work it out. Sure, there might still be some animosity there, but I feel as though there's no need for that. Frankly, I think people have brains, so use them, sort of thing. I think I would confront it head on if it was like an actual issue, because what's the point beating around the bush with it? So I think I'd engage it head on, but I wouldn't do it to the point where there'd be like physical fights. I'd just be like, hey, seriously, why are you complaining? Next page. Are you a dog person or a cat person? I feel as though I'm a dog person. I like cats. I grew up with cats, but I absolutely love dogs. I just cannot, like, they're just so cute and they're so full of energy. And I feel as though cats, they're big drama queens half the time. Like, you know what I mean? They're just a pain. Dream dog, right? I've always wanted a husky. I would love a husky so much. I met this husky one time, and it like I was like, hi, and it just bundled up to me, like limbs flying everywhere. And they're just so full of happiness. And also, they're quite argumentative. I feel as though it'd be a lot of fun to look after one. So yeah, probably that. What is good about how you are living life right now? What is good about it? A lot of things, frankly. I'm about to return to college in like a week's time, so that's really good. I'm hoping that will, like, they'll put me into courses which I'll be happy in. And I think just for once I can put in myself first and not relying on other people and things like that. I feel like for once I'm just living my life as me and working myself out, which I'm really, really happy doing. And frankly, I'm in a much better mental space than I ever have been, for definite, much better. What has left the most impact on your life so far? I think probably the way my mum treated me and my brother, and the way everything ended with her. I feel as though I'm sad in a way because I lost my childhood. I had to mature very, very early. So instead of like, sure, I could still like act like a child and I'm very immature at times, but I'm definitely more mature when I was younger than I should have been. And I kind of lost that, but I feel like it definitely made me look at life very differently. Other than that, I feel as though my friends, and just like seeing what their families are like and how they're living their life and how they're happy and why they're not happy, and learning. I feel like learning is a massive part of like my life, and very much, yeah, I'm very, very, that is it, simple as that. Can you close your eyes and raise your eyebrows? Yes. Can you sing? Sort of. I used to run choirs for the music department back at secondary. Loved it so much. I don't do it much anymore, and I can tell like my range has definitely, it's not as big, and also my precision isn't quite there, but it's all right. Do you prefer people being blunt or empathetic? Sympathetic, empathetic, yeah. I think, well, that question's relating to like when you need advice, and for me, I think I give everyone blunt advice. I'm like, if people are coming to me for advice, I'm pretty straightforward with them. I don't go, oh, it'll all be okay, you know, it'll work itself out. Like, no, if you're being an idiot, I'm going to tell you. That's nothing harsh or against the person, just like you need to hear it how it is. And I feel as though if people go, oh, it's all gonna be all right, you know, nothing changes. It's never gonna, like, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, it's not that big of a deal. Like, if it's a big deal, I'm gonna tell you it's a big deal. Like, I'm not gonna let you get inside your head that it's all fine and then it hits you later that it's not. So I think being not blunt, but like straight to the point, I think is very much, and being sincere and honest about what your actual opinion is, I feel as though is really, really, really relevant, especially in this day and age. I feel like people don't do that enough, and yeah, I just feel like that really makes or breaks like how a person approaches a problem, if it's really that big of a deal that they need advice for it. Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? I haven't watched either. Whoops. I haven't watched either, and I'll tell you why. I'm not a big films person. I've never had time to watch films. It's always been I'm either studying, I'm at the horses, or I'm doing something else that is more important than a film. It's only been recently with the lockdown that I've been able to watch films. And whenever I was watching them, it would be like with a friend or at a friend's. So yeah. Do you have a catchphrase? I say, hey hun, like, hey hun. I say, you do you, boo. I say, I don't know. Every single time, I noticed this morning that every time I do my daily life updates on my Snapchat, that I go, hello one, hello all. So I might start integrating that into this. But yeah, I think that's it. Do you have a whole lot of acquaintances or just a few very close friends? Both. I have a lot of people on my Snapchat who I count as my friends and who I will talk to nearly every day and who I know I can reach out to and they'll help me out. And thank you guys for that. But I also have a very, as we call it, the inner circle. I have a very, very close group of friends who are from my secondary or from college, and they are involved in my life very much so, and I know them very, very well. And they are, so both. I have a lot of acquaintances who I can count as my friends, but I also have a very tight, close group. We called it the inner circle for my Snapchat, and yeah, simple as that. Do you have any allergies? Not really, but I can't eat pineapple and I can't eat spicy food. And I'll tell you why. My dad has a thing called a geographic tongue, where this is kind of completely unneeded and no one really cares, but I'll tell you anyway. It's basically the top layer of his tongue really isn't there, and so it's very sensitive. And me and my brother kind of inherited, not the same thing, my tongue's fine, but it's very sensitive. Our taste buds are very sensitive to it, so I can't eat pineapple juice. I can have it cooked, hence why I will always be pro pineapple on pizza, because it's like one of the only times I can have it. So sorry if that offends anyone, but that's my reasoning. Do you have pets? As I said, I have 2 horses, well technically a pony and a horse. I've had my little boy Charlie since I was 7, so it's 11 years in October. Wow, that's a long time. And I've got my big girl Prada, who I got just over a year ago, and love them both so very much. Charlie, I know for a fact I'm gonna keep, like, he's gonna be with me till the day goes, and I will literally be an absolute wreck when he does. Man. But Prada, I don't know what really the future is with her at the moment. We're working stuff out, and I'm trying to stop the toxicity coming from everyone else and my family towards it, and trying to do everything at my own pace. As I said, trying to keep myself happy and put myself first. Do you believe in love at first sight? No, I don't think so. I'm currently single, and that's mainly by choice. Like, if I wanted to be in a relationship, I'm pretty sure that I could work one out, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I want to, as I said before, I'm trying to make myself happy, trying to find myself, and so I'm not even looking at that right now. But do you believe in at first sight? I think there's an attraction there, and there's a potential that that's the thing. Like, you'll find someone who you're attracted to, and things will just click. But I don't think love at first sight is like a whole thing. I feel like it's just attraction. Who would you tell first if you found a dead body in your garden? My dad, because he's the person who owns the house. Well, he doesn't own it, he rents the house. So probably my dad. Or if I was like out the night before, I'd call my friends and go, what the hell did I do? Did I kill someone last night? Can you let me know, please? But I think that's what I'd do. I think it'd probably be to my dad, but if I was out the night before, it'd be straight to like one of my close friends who like brought me home and went, did I bring someone with me and did I kill them? Because I don't recognize this human being. What is something that amazes you? I think 2 things really like come to mind. I think the first one is how amazing mankind is, and at the same time how destructive it is. Like, people can be so dumb and so ignorant, and I feel as though it's quite shocking. I feel like that amazes me, how people can be so dumb. I think everyone can kind of look at that. No, that's not in a harsh way, but just like, how? Like, are you not dead yet? And the other one, I think, how caring people are. Like, all we hear is about how ignorant people are and how, oh yeah, the millennials are doing this or whatever. And I feel as though there's such a big difference and people don't really notice it. And I feel as though just that, like, people can be really, really kind and other people can be really, really mean. It's just, I feel as it really amazes me how everyone can pick each other up when they're feeling down. What is an ideal first date for you? I'd say first something competitive, because I'm extremely competitive, and you know, it's a great icebreaker. Then food. Nothing, not just because like I'm mad into food or anything, just because I feel as though you're then not getting hangry and getting stroppy for no reason. And then probably like afterwards, like chill and talk and like get to know each other a bit more on like a deeper level and see if there is a connection there. I feel as though that's probably like the most ideal first date. But at the same time, you know, everyone has their own thing, and if the other person had a different idea, then I'd go along with it. How old were you when you found out Santa wasn't real? He's not? I'm kidding. I don't actually know. I kind of just assumed. As I said, I matured quite young. I feel as though everyone kind of gets this point about the age of 10, like at the latest, where they like go, hold up, something's not quite right here. But yeah, probably around there somewhere. Have you ever broken a bone? Yes, I broke my humerus, and no, it wasn't very funny. And I was I think it was like August before year 2, so this is a very, very long time ago. But my dad completely destroyed it. Not with boost or anything like that. I was riding and he was leading a horse, and we jumped over a fence, and he fell over and pulled the horse down, and the horse jolted to the left, and I just fell off to the right, landed on my arm, and there was a load of rocks under the ground where they hadn't checked it properly, and broken bone. Have you ever had an operation? Yeah, that was actually asked on my Snapchat. Yeah, I did. It was very much out of the blue. I had a pilonidal abscess. Bitch, what the fuck is that? Right, a pilonidal abscess is an abscess that's developed at the base of the spine. So right at the base of your spine, right by your bum, and it was very, very painful. And I just basically got rushed into hospital, and they were like, you need to get this sorted now. It cannot be left. And they said you'll be healed in 21 days. Fingers crossed. It took 72. And it was very painful. And that was right at the start of year 11. So I looked like a chav because I couldn't use a rucksack or a skirt or anything like that. So I had a handbag and everything. And people didn't really understand because I went from nerdy Carina to an absolute chav who still hung out with people who smoke. And no, I don't smoke. Just thought I'd put that there. Have you ever dated 2 people at a time? Who the hell does that? I'm sorry, I feel like cheating is so, so wrong. And I'm sorry, if you don't like just one person, then what's the point? Like, you need to decide, otherwise you're messing both people around. I think it's so wrong. No one should ever do that. Ever. Ever. Why are you such a muppet? One moment. Why are you such a muppet? So that was from Jack. I know that was straight away from Jack. I don't know. For like, basically, I'm as my dad says, I've got quite a high IQ. But in, like, that's only academic, right? Every single other aspect, I am so dumb. I might as well be blonde. Like, I am really, really dumb. And people pick on me constantly because they're like, how can you be so smart? Yeah, so absolutely dumb. And I just get picked on for it constantly. But it's all right, because they're not actually being mean or bullying me. They're just taking the piss. So yeah, I don't know. You can't really ask anyone. Sorry. After a breakup, would you rather be alone or surrounded by friends? I feel as though everyone needs that time alone to work themselves out. But then also I feel like they need their friends there. So I think they should have a small amount of time on their own and then start spending time with friends, because they make them happy. They put a smile on their face And I feel as though it's, as I said, like your friends pick you up when you feel down, and I'm very, very thankful for my friends. Love you guys. What do you do in your free time? Right now, it's all free time because it's technically been summer holidays, but it still doesn't feel it. But usually in my free time, I don't usually have much. I'm gonna be honest. The last 2 years have literally been me like working. Like I was up at 5 a.m. working and doing college work, and I was like straight after college finished, I'd like spend an hour with my boyfriend from the time, and we broke up during lockdown, but that's a whole nother story. But and I just then do work like all evening. It was me literally trying to salvage my chemistry grade and trying to get them grades up for the exams, which of course didn't happen. But yeah, it wasn't the best. I'm gonna be honest. I was constantly tired. I was getting like 5-6 hours sleep a night when I need 8, and I was just exhausted. I didn't really have much free time. If I had any free time, it was legit like spent on my phone or at the yard, and that was it. Like if I could, I'd have done it with friends, and I did occasionally, but I'd always then regret hanging out with them because I think like how much time I would have used of that to do my work, and how behind I may now be because of it in the future. You know what I mean? Yeah. But we're changing that. That's not happening again. What is the last film you saw? Last film I saw was last night. I sat and watched Venom with my little brother. Before that, I watched Lion King for the first time. I know, I'd never even watched Lion King. This is how bad I had no free time to watch any TV, any films. Like I was eating dinner and that was when I could watch TV, and there was no way I was going to sit like and watch a full film. I had no time for that when I could be sleeping. I was like so tired constantly. Anyway, I watched Lion King with a mate of mine called Henry. Love you, Henry. After like a decent night out the night before, celebrating my friend's birthday because she turned 18 because she's an August baby. What would you name your daughter if you had one? Now this is a name which I have always loved, right? And it's an odd spelling, but the name I always come to mind is Sylvie. Now that's Sylvie, Sylvie, and it's probably more pronounced Salvi, but Sylvie, I just really like the name. Otherwise Rosa, I feel as though it's really pretty, it's really different, and the fact that my name is so different, I feel as though I kind of want to keep that going forward, you know what I mean? It's not named after anyone, I just really, really like it. So yeah, I don't really like Sylvia though. I feel like Sylvie is like just nicer. One thing you know now that you wish you had known as a kid. I feel as though I learnt this through everything that happened with my mum, but just that not everyone is going to stay by you. That if people are meant to leave your life for a reason, and if they want to leave, let them go. Don't try and like hold on and beg for them to stay. If they want to go, just let them go. People are going to do what they want to do, whether you like it or not. And if you're sat there like going, please don't go, or anything like that, or someone's doing that to you, no, toxic, go. Like straight away, if they want to go, they can go. And if they turn around and go, weren't you like begging me to stay? And it's like, because if you want to go, you want to go. I ain't gonna sit here and demand from you that you must give me attention or you must talk to me. Like if you don't like me, leave. If you're gonna be talking to me, leave. I ain't interested. You're better than that. You're better than that as a person, and you don't need that in your life. Period. Per dot. Right. Do you speak any languages? English. I did German for GCSE, so I can, you got that little bit which I know, but it's basically nothing. Other than that, I speak sarcasm, stubbornness, whatever other languages that are related to them, just I can be a sassy little prissy queen if I want to be. You know what I mean? Thank you. Basically, everyone go and slay, okay? Thank you. Shine brighter than a diamond. Right. What are you doing at college now? So I can't answer that. And that is the last question. What are you doing at college now? The plan is, well, this is what I'm hoping for is, as I said, to take my second year chemistry and try and take a year of dance and a year of drama. That dance and drama might be joined to do like a performing arts theatre kind of course. That's what I'm going to discuss this afternoon. And yeah, and I'm going to add this as a final question because I can. What is my aims for this channel? Because a lot of people have asked, and frankly, I want to say I don't know. I feel like I'm going to see what other people want, because a lot of my Snapchat, basically I'm bringing my Snapchat onto here. That's what I'm doing. And it was either this or TikTok, and I feel as though there's longer videos, you can get more into depth into things. I feel as though I'm going to bring my advice videos from there onto here. If anyone needs advice videos, I'm going to do some of them. And just maybe show you my life a little, you know, put my life onto here and just try and, I feel like I want to not entertain, not like make people laugh or anything like that, because I'm not that funny. I'm gonna be honest. I have like an okay personality and I can make the odd pun, but it's kind of difficult to make an odd pun unless you're talking to someone. And sure, I'm talking to you guys, well, to you, but it's not the same, is it? And I feel as though what I want to do is make people smile, make people feel like someone's there for them, because I'll be there to help anyone any day. I'll pick you up, I'll give you advice. Like, that's what I want to do. I feel like I just want this to be a positive channel and just feel positivity. And I'm just gonna have a range of it, you know? I'm gonna let my personality come out onto here and just be a positive ball of light as such, just making people happy and like having a good influence and adding value to people's lives. I feel like that is a big, like, that's a big thing which people talk about on here, where you have to add value. And that's what I want to do. I want to be able to bring happiness and show that when everything gets rough, there is a way out, and you don't need to resort to anything, because frankly my mental health never used to be that great, and I feel as though I've come a long way. And I feel as though when you're in that mindset, you know, you just think giving up would be easier than carrying on. And it's sad, it really, really is. It's really sad, and I look back on it, but I'm happy that I went through that because I'm stronger because of it. And I can sit here and go, I'm going to help others. And that's really what I want to do with it. Literally. Keep it positive. Keep it fun. And so that, guys, is the end of the video. There was 50 questions there. If you managed to get through all 50, congratulations. I am seriously impressed. If you managed to do that, please comment down below that you did so. And yeah, basically I just want to make this a nice platform which will help everyone out, and that's about it, gonna be honest. So yeah, that is it, and I hope everyone has an amazing day and that they've had an amazing day so far. And remember, everyone keep shining, everyone stay positive, and keep slaying. You do you. You do you, boo. Okay? This is really odd. This has been the weirdest thing for me to do, I'm gonna be honest. This is hella weird. Right. So I hope everyone has a great day, and the tip for today, I'd say, is if you aren't living happy and you're not enjoying your life, remove the things that are making you feel like that, and embrace and pursue the things that make your day, make you happy. And if that means that, you know, you cut the toxic people out and whatnot, then do so. You'll be better off afterwards. I promise. Hope everyone has a great day. Thank you so much for watching. It genuinely means so much to me. And I love you all. Have a good one.